Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer with Oculus Rift Reviews. Today we're going to do a review for Unearthing Mars VR. Unearthing Mars VR is a game on the Steam store for the HTC Vive, Valve Index, and the Oculus Rift. It normally retails for $14.99, and I actually bought this game back in 2017 on sale for like $8 and change. I think the lowest price has been $6, and I do think it's a great deal at that price of $6. However, there's several issues with this game. You can really tell that the developers geared this game towards the PSVR because the controls are absolutely terrible. Whatever controls they have on PSVR, they try to translate that to PC VR, and they just didn't do a good job. Unearthing Mars VR is really a walking simulator, but without the walking. So yeah, there's some teleporting. The teleporting is bad. You do have snap turning. The snap turning, it's okay once you get used to it. It's just very unusual. And a lot of it's just really simple puzzle play, and there's part that's a wave shooter that's very confusing because it's very bad. So the wave shooting part of this game is definitely the worst part. But this is a narrative-focused game, so it has lots of cinematic scenes, and I really enjoyed them, actually. However, the voice acting isn't very good, so it kind of does take away from the cinematic portions, but otherwise, the cinematic portions are well done. The story starts out pretty boring by the numbers. There's really nothing, a lot of tropes, about Mars, about space travel. And then all of a sudden, it just takes a turn out of left field. But anyways, here's a portion of the audio for you to listen to.
5 years preparing for this journey, and 9 months in outer space just for this moment. Mankind has been watching the Red Planet for hundreds of years. The human race feels drawn to this mysterious planet. We've spent decades building, experimenting, and competing just to get here. No matter the cost or the dangers, or even if it just turns out to be a desolate rock, mankind has this obsession with Mars. The journey to Mars is more like a pilgrimage, driving the human race to search its past for answers. Sorry, got a bit sentimental there.
So yeah, that voice actress wasn't very good. She sounds very robotic, and the writing really didn't help her at all. So yeah, unfortunately, it's just a narrative-driven experience, but definitely the voice actors could have all been better. And actually that monologue from her was really one of her best parts, believe it or not. She almost sounds as robotic as the actual robot in this game, believe it or not. Overall, though, I did enjoy this experience, but it is a bit dated. Now, the visuals still hold up in 2020. Obviously, not great, but still good enough in 2020. And I really like all the different scenes. You can tell they had a sizable budget for this game. They have all types of different scenes from Mars, from space. So you really do feel like you're on a journey in this game. There's just some very puzzling decisions, including just throwing in a wave shooter there that's pretty bad. And that's how the game really ends, is you playing this wave shooter, which makes no sense in the context of everything that you've been doing. But the different scenes from Mars, the different discoveries you make, and the light puzzle elements all, kind of work together. Yeah, some of the puzzles were more enjoyable than other ones. Some of them were just too simple. But these are all casual puzzles, so this is definitely not a puzzle game. This is the kind of puzzles you find in walking simulators. Again, this is a walking simulator, but without a whole lot of walking, just some teleporting. The locomotion is pretty bad. You do have different levels that you can select, so if you do leave the game, you can just start off in the level that you left off in. So that's great. Overall, the game ran fine. It actually ran pretty good for me. It was running at a steady 90 frames per second, so the visuals look good. The game was running at a steady 90 frames per second. The lighting was poor in certain areas, but other than that, yeah, this game still holds up in 2020 as far as visuals. The problem is that the story wasn't the best written story. So you have these voice actors that aren't the best, and then the writers really do them no favors. Part of the reason is the game length isn't that long. This game ends in 90 minutes, basically. That's how long it took for me to finish the game. So there is not a lot of depth here to the characters or to the story. It starts out pretty much by the numbers, a lot of space tropes there at the beginning, and then all of a sudden it takes a turn completely out of left field. And I actually liked that. It actually went into an interesting area, and I was wondering where it goes, but then it kind of just ends all of a suddenly, and then you're put into this wave shooter that's really bad. And so it kind of does leave a sour taste in your mouth at the end. Even though overall, I would say I enjoyed this experience. But definitely this is a buy on sale recommendation. Buy on deep sale. I'm going to rate this game a 6 out of 10. It's better than the average walking simulator. But really, I wish we had much better walking simulators in VR. I don't know why we don't have better walking simulators in VR. We really need them. I think it's the perfect format for the walking simulator. Why? Well, I don't know. But yeah, this is 6 out of 10. Buy on deep sale. Definitely $6 or less is what I recommend this game at. It's definitely better than the average walking simulator, that's for sure. Anyways, I'm Fast Lawyer. I'm with Oculus Rift Reviews. If you like my review, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a wonderful day. Goodbye.